y'all, it's Belle. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. Of course, I didn't do an intro or outro, so I'm doing it as I'm editing. And I do no reading in this vlog because I kept forgetting to update, and I talk about books a little bit. But I hope you enjoy the vlog.
Up on that board, you get $1 for feeding the dogs, you get $1 for picking up your toys, you get $2 if you do the dishes.
Alright, y'all, it is Friday, April 8th. I think I've been updating hardly at all. Just got out of the shower. My hair's up in a towel and I got a face mask on. And if it keeps going from 60 to 70 degree weather and back down to 30s with maybe flurries, you're gonna probably see a lot of the same sweatshirts over and over because I only kept a select few out since, you know, it's supposed to be a little warmer and stay warmer now. So this weather's crazy. I'm still getting caught up on Teen Mom. I'm on Teen Mom OG now. I'm caught up on Teen Mom 2. Like, it's currently, one of the current seasons currently out now, so now I'm up to the point where I have to wait a week to see each episode, so I'm caught up on that. But the episode that it started this last week, it showed them coming back from Teen Mom Family Reunion, that like spin-off type show with members from all the cast. So I stopped and I didn't watch the latest episode that's out for Teen Mom 2 because I'm gonna watch the family reunion before I continue with Teen Mom 2. But to get up to the family reunion, I need to get caught up on Teen Mom OG, I think. I need to check that and make sure. But so I'm trying to watch everything in order, but really enjoying it. Not really feeling the Mackenzie character on Teen Mom OG, the one in Oklahoma. I think she was originally on Teen Mom 3, but that had got canceled. But they brought her in. I guess Bristol only stayed for one season, Bristol Palin. She didn't like how she was portrayed. She seemed a little too uptight and conceited anyway. That's probably why. She wanted to come off as perfect, and she kept trying to, but I guess it didn't work the way she wanted. I don't know. I love Kate and Ty, but I mean, I'm not gonna judge because I'm not a parent. It just seems weird to me that you have to bribe your kid to do chores, like $1 for this chore, $2 for that chore, and like it can combine up to $16. Like, I got an allowance. I didn't get paid for chores. I was just told to do them. And they're trying, because they don't want her to be a brat, they said, and be entitled. Well, I know they don't want to upset her and have her hate them, but you got to be the parent, it would seem, too. I mean, you can't just, I don't know, I'm not going to say anything else. I don't have kids, but it's not how I was raised, and it made me appreciate earning money more and the stuff that I have more. So I didn't like it then, but I like it now. Like, I had to buy my own first car, and if I had kids, I could tell them that I walked back and forth to that job to save up for that first car. I saved $4,000 up within like less than a year, and that's when minimum wage was $5.25 an hour, and I saved $4,000 in less than a year. And I bought my first car, and I bought it brand new, and I used it as a down payment. So, I mean, it definitely means more. Anyway, I just go off on rants. Wow. Okay, so Kate and Ty, I love. Macy, I still enjoy her, and I love their new house. Whew, it's beautiful. I feel so sorry for Bentley. seems like Ryan really just likes putting him down. Like, he wants him not to do good, and like he likes picking on him. Like, no wonder it seems like you're more of an uncle or something, but like a mean uncle instead of a dad. And Cheyenne, I've really gotten to enjoy her. Like, she was new, a new member of the cast. She's been on there like 2 seasons now that I'm watching, maybe 3. And I'm really enjoying her. She's so pretty too. Not that that matters, but she's so pretty. And her little baby, Ryder, her and Corey make beautiful babies. Like, Ryder is so beautiful. Such a beautiful kid. And my heart breaks for them with like all these things I never knew existed that people suffer from. And like Macy has a PCOS, I think it's called. And now Ryder, she can't process foods or some, I don't want to say it wrong, but it's just so scary. I can't even imagine the fear that being a parent they go through. Cheyenne and Corey. Let's see. Oh, Amber. She's still as crazy as ever, but I do feel like Andrew is in the wrong on this one. Like, he totally manipulated that, especially when you heard him say he wasn't going to be filmed unless he got the same pay as everybody else on the show that had been doing it 10 years. Yeah, you know what he was out for. And I'm loving Amber and Gary and Christina, is Gary's wife. Their relationship, they've come such a long way. That's all I can think of for now. But, oh, and Kale and Teen Mom too, like, suing Brianna because she's all, like, come on. And Brianna called it. She's like, I'm in rich people business. I had to get a lawyer. I've never had to get a lawyer before. Who sues people for talking junk about them? Like, you don't. That's when you know you got too much money, because a lawyer and all that just. And all Brianna said was something that actually happened. And now Kale's pouting and wouldn't film or something. I don't know. Sometimes I like Kale, and then sometimes she just. And she's so mean to everybody. Like, anybody even trying to give her some advice, like, it'd be really hard to stay friends with her. Like, she would make it hard. But somehow her kids are just like the best. It's like, she's not a great person, but she seems like a good mom. So that's good, at least. And Isaac melts my heart every time. That is the sweetest kid with the biggest heart. Oh, and then with their dog, and he was a Rottweiler too. I had 2 Rottweilers in the past. Well, they weren't mine. They were my boyfriend's at the time, but still in my heart. And just when she had to, I can't even talk about it. I haven't been updating much. Like, my pup, I had a stressful pup day the other day. She just does some things sometimes that really stress me out, that make me worry. So I wasn't going to do anything. And then I had a vet appointment, so. I finished the first Keepers of the Lost City, and I am obsessed. It was, you know, the longer series I was starting, and I was going to try to read it slower. Like, it was going to be my couple chapters a night book, but I ended up picking it up instead of other things more often than not, because I didn't want to put it down. It was so good. And I'm so happy that the first time I read it, I got to read the illustrated and annotated version that's out. Beautiful illustrations inside, but also the annotated part, like, it added so much to the story for me. I absolutely loved it, and seeing her process and her tips and, like, where her ideas come from on some things, and how she felt about some things, and why she did some things. I really hope they do that for each book in the series. That would be so awesome, because I really enjoyed that. And if they all continue this way, this will be a new favorite, all top favorite for sure. Of course, because it's got all the things I love, like, you know, like the magic school, and like it's just got so much. There's so much in it. I couldn't even, and I spent days before I wrote my review, because I just wanted it to be so perfect to explain and encompass this whole beautiful story. But then I realized there's just no way. It would be like 10 pages long. And I was just stressing myself out about it. I was in my head too much about it. And most people have heard about it or read it themselves, so I didn't need to worry too much about getting too much across, because most of it's been said and done already about how awesome it is. So and it's got a huge fandom. What else? I finished The Star-Spun Web by Sinead O'Hart, because after I read The Eye of the North by her, I wanted to read that. And I'm reading in publication order too, which I always love. So And this was so much different than the first book of hers, but I love that authors can do that, right? Books that are just so different from each other, like the story parts, and they don't all feel the same, you know? But I love this one too, and I'm so excited to get to Skyborn next since it's a prequel to The Eye of the North. And then I finished Witchlings yesterday, and it just came out on the 5th, and today's the 8th. And I still can't believe that package that Scholastic sent me, but I loved it. And I love Ghost Squad, but I think I love this even more, which surprised me. Not surprised me, but I just love Ghost Squad so much, so I highly recommend Witchlings. I'll talk about it in a recent reads coming up when I do my next one. And then today, I finished the next book I was reading and get caught up on series. It was Maylee's Adventures. I can't remember the exact title. It's in the bedroom, but Maylee's Adventures in Ireland. It's just a fun, cute, charming series. It's just a lot of fun. So the next book for review I picked up is The Girl Who Wasn't Chosen. I don't remember the author's name right now. It's in the bedroom. And then the next sequel to get me caught up on a series I'm gonna pick up is Me versus the Universe or whatever. I think I'm gonna pick that one up. Started Keepers of the Lost City 2. A good chunk into that and loving it, of course. And I started Anya and the Dragon. Got 100 pages in that. Loving it. I think that's all I wanted to update for now. I'll talk to y'all soon. Alright, do a little grocery haul before I put everything away. Ground chicken, my husband's lunch. And chicken thighs, recipes, ground beef. I needed so many yellow onions for different recipes, I just got a bag of them. Frozen corn for a recipe, my ice cream for my husband and for some of my recipes. Got some more eggs, mini cucumbers for my salad. My husband's yogurt that he likes. I needed that for a recipe. Needed this for a recipe. And my husband has just discovered these things and he's obsessed with them. So I got him a couple of those. And some more of these. Some my husband's. My husband's for his chicken. And that's also for his ground chicken. I needed these for recipe. This is in a lot of recipes I'm finding out. And I needed dry northern beans for recipe. Lime for recipe. This for recipe. Syrup for recipe. The recipe recommended this hot sauce specifically. The same thing with these. This recipe recommended this brand specifically. Recipe, mayonnaise, and some chicken broth. More energy drinks than my husband's. I needed more of these. And I got more parsley, oregano, them because I didn't have much left. My favorite free bowl bag. Some of these. And I need to touch up pans and stuff, so I just got this variety pack. And then plastic to protect everything. And then needed batteries. And I keep being out of the other one, so I just got this again. And I also got Diet Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper from my husband. And I also got a big pack of water. Alright, that's Sunday, April 10th, I think. What are you on here? No matter how perfect you think someone's life online is or how sweet they seem and they could never be mean, people will prove it to you time and time again. It's not the case, and they can be mean in their own ways. That drama that I had with the male book tour, I would never ask anybody to not be friends with him or support him, or that's just so childish. And tell them, rant to them about them. So I don't know if there's someone I had supported for a long time, like before they even had 1,000 subscribers. And now they have probably almost 100,000, I don't remember. And I'd sent them books in November or the beginning of December. And they take forever to upload a book haul from people, so didn't think much of it. But I like to know, so, because, you know, deliveries get made to the wrong address all the time and stuff. But I was feeling nostalgic, and this time I'd got them 3 new hardbacks. I got The Troubled Girls of Dragomire Academy by Anne Ursu and Heather Fawcett's The School Between Winter and Fairyland. And the 3rd hardback I had sent was The Last Wind Witch by Jennifer Adam. And I love The Last Wind Witch and The School Between Winter and Fairyland. At the time I had only read both of those, but I knew the other one, The Troubled Girls of Dragomire Academy, would be good. And I've read it since then and I loved it, so that's why I had sent all those. And I bought a bunch of gifts for some other YouTubers and my friend on Instagram too. It was a very giving and sentimental time, just starting my YouTube, almost 2 years at the time on Bookstagram. And they were the first one I had found and like loved their content with middle grade, and they always seem so sweet. Well, and then one day, because I kept checking just to make sure that they were still following me on like Instagram, because I knew how manipulative the other person was and how they would probably talk to me about everybody that they saw followed me or talked about me or anything. And one day I was deleted. I was like, that's very disappointing, but I would have never have done that to her. I would have never went to her and talked badly about him, because that was her friend, and I never would have made her think a certain way about him to where she felt she had to, or that she didn't want to be my friend anymore, or just whatever happened. But it doesn't hurt my feelings. God, make sure you know who should be in your life and not. And if someone can be like that, I don't want them in my life. But I also don't want you to keep the books. And they uploaded a haul and did not include the books in the haul. And I had messaged them a very nice message saying that I was disappointed and I never would have put them in the middle and made them. I was like, and this was like a month ago or so, and I said, so obviously since you haven't opened the books yet, you haven't done a book haul, and you kept saying you haven't opened your book mail yet, can you just find the one with my name on it and put return to sender, and I will give them to, I can't remember if I said donate or give them to some kids in my family. And you know, return to sender, you ain't got to pay for it. But I haven't received them and they weren't in the video, so not so sweet and honest if you're gonna keep books, and not even, it's dirty. So not everybody is as sweet and innocent and perfect as they seem online, especially the nice part. They'll prove it time and time again. So that's a little disappointing. But if it cost me 3 new hardbacks and this experience to figure out I shouldn't be supporting them and have them any part of my life, then that's worth it. Today it snowed again this morning. I cannot believe that still snow is happening. The real feel is 28. I think it's supposed to be in the 60s and 70s later this week though, so that's good. So yay. I'm gonna finish cleaning up. I'm gonna finish editing this video first that I've been editing for so long. That's why it's taking me so long to get it up. I filmed it late because there was so much to film, and then it's taking me so long to get it up too because I knew it was gonna take forever to edit. And that's my anticipated April releases. And I filmed it at like the end of March. So, and it's the April 10th. So they just take a lot of editing. Just putting in the pictures, and then it's already so long because I have so many that I'm anticipating. But all right, I'll update y'all later. Small grocery haul. I had to go to a local grocery store order because Walmart didn't have some things. Plus, I got some more things that I needed. Didn't get enough of, like chicken broth. More Parmesan cheese. More Monsters. Need this for a recipe. Need this for a recipe. Chicken thighs. Then I needed poblano peppers, but they didn't have that, so I got these instead. Alright y'all, that's all for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like to subscribe, I'd love that if you'd like to. And I'll see you in my next video.